Hello everyone, my name is Vjekoslav Kopacin and I am a radiologist at a University Hospital in Osijek, Croatia. Today I want to record a short tutorial about add-on in pre-add-on in Blender that was developed by Luka Šimić, and it is about freefibulaflap cutting guides generator. This add-on is available for download at GitHub, and in the description I will add a link to our published paper about add-on, where you can find first tutorial that was recorded by Luca maybe 2 years ago with our first case, and there is also a link for download of the add-on. With this add-on at our University Hospital, with our colleagues from maxillofacial surgery, we performed 8 cases for the past 2 years during this COVID situation, and we successfully and I successfully made cutting guides for the reconstruction operation of the mandibula using fibular flap. Before I start a showcase, let me tell you that I performed segmentation and made STL files of the mandibula and fibula using a 3D slicer, and in Blender earlier I cleaned the stained models. Also, a few days ago I met with our surgeons who will perform the operation, and we talked about their desire of how many fragments they want to make for reconstruction of the fibula. And since the tumor is at the base of the tongue and somehow destroys the mental process of mandibula, the excision of the mental process is needed for the properly reconstruction of the lower jaw. We decided to and agreed to have two bone graft for the reconstruction from the mandibula. I didn't tell you that we have our protocol for the lower extremities. We perform CT angio because of the vasculature and the peroneal artery, because they use it for the proper vascularization of the free flap. So mostly we take the right fibula, but we saw and we watched the CT angio, and our patient in this case had a weird anatomy of the vessels of the lower legs, some of the anatomic variations, and the peroneal artery is dominant artery for the leg, so they didn't want to risk, and we decided to take the left peroneal artery because the anatomy is more or less standard. So when you open the Blender, the home screen looks like this. You will find the freefibulaflap generator button here. You click it and press initialize add-on. Once you press initialize add-on, the split screen will appear like this. Now you have to import your models and prepare for the generation of the raft. So usually we take the right video, but in this case we took the left video because the anatomy was more normal. He had a high duplication of the anterior tibial artery, but there was normal, and all three vessels were adequately perfused up the distal parts. In this patient, on the right side, he had one dominant peroneal artery, so we didn't want to risk potential ischemia of the leg. For these cases, we performed CT angio. It is described in our paper, that also it will be in the description below the video. So now you have to scale your models, scale by 10 times, so press S0.1, same for the fibula, S0.1. Now you align it on the planes. I like to align them something like that. Oops. Rotate, rotate, like that. Okay, let's see, like that. Okay, now you have to align your fibula. That, and like that. Like that, and we will take like probably this part. You have to be careful not to take 6 centimeters from the distal part of the distal malleolus. So, okay, let's see. Yes, lock. Yeah, rotate that. Okay, now it's aligned. When you do the proper alignment, you have to apply all transformation. Transformation same for the mandibular. Okay. Now when you press when you make all transformation, you press again FFF Gen. So you choose mandibular for mandibular, fibula for fibula for fibula. Earlier, as I said, we decided, agreed to have 2 bone fragments. It was the desire of the uh, maxillofacial surgeons. You press Alt Decimate and then initialize objects. You wait for a few moments and click Auto Update On because it is off. On the right side of the screen, you will have in the real time control of your grafts. So, like that, you have to select both of the graft because proximal and the distal are coded in different colors, and grab Y up side somewhere like here. Okay, let me grab that. Okay, like that. Now we have all bone. Let us see here how far are we from the sorry. Okay, not far enough. Okay, delete. We can go a little bit closer to the okay. Okay, this is good enough. So, let's see. Okay, let's see here. Something like that. Take out the grab. We'll have to be like that. Grab, rotate, grab, and again, grab. You have to align your fragments along the lower ridge of the mandible. We agreed that they will make the cut just proximal to the mental foramina. Grab and okay to have the contour of the mandible. We will go like that. They will shave. They know that they will have to shave this sticking part of the graft. Well, this now looks quite quite satisfying. Let's see. Okay, grafts. Again, not you have to be careful not to be close to. Okay, I will leave the. The problem is that This is the two part. So once, but we will make it come close to the, let's see how, not too close because of the cutting guide. There needs a little bit more support of the material. So yes, okay, like that. Okay, I think this could be okay. Yes, I'm perfectionist, so this is my worst part and nightmare. Okay, so let's see. Well, this looks kind of good. We are proximal to the mental foramen, also on this side. Okay, okay. Now you have to select one of the grafts. Go to FFF Gen. If you're satisfied how the grafts look, the position of the grafts, the angles of the grafts. I think I am. Okay, this will be fine. Let's rotate it a little bit. I'm sorry for that, but my dog is a little bit of nervous. So, when you're satisfied with the position of your grafts, let's see. Okay, it's perpendicular. I can rotate it a little bit more. Never mind. Like that. So, okay. Now you choose one of the bone grafts. Uh, you decide the cutting plane thickness depending of the saws that you or your surgeons have. Usually, I put 1.3 or 2 millimeters. Uh, yes, and generate cutting planes. Okay, now you go to fibula guide. The desired cutting planes are here. FFF Gen, you press create fibula guide. Okay, now we have to set position. Okay, yes, like that. Scale Z. You can, okay, scale Z like that. Grab Z like that. Okay, scale but epsilon, grab epsilon like that. You leave some of the space on the proximal and further part. Let's see how this okay looks. Okay, we'll go grab that like that and grab X like that. Okay, you want to be able to, yes, okay, you can even rotate not the bone but the fibula, like rotate them ipsilon like that. And rotate that like that. This up, no, back like that. This one, like this is better. Okay, let's scale how this looks like. Now let's do this scale and grab X. No. Okay, you want to be a little bit below the big bone. I'll rotate the whole like, okay, this should be very good. Let's see how this looks. No, it's not good. Well, Okay, this should be. You want to have a gap between. Okay, around 2 millimeters. It's sufficient. So okay, so this should be okay. This should be okay. Let's see this one. Okay, you have to correct. Grab X, top, top, top. Okay, scale X. Can add a bit of thickness. Up. Again, I'm a bit of perfectionist. Okay. Okay, I think that this will be okay. So now you have the diameter of the fibula screw. Depending of the diameter you use, you can choose whatever diameter you like and you want. Okay, so you press the create fibula screw guide and grab it like that here, so you can grab like that. Again, one more. Usually I put two of the screw guides. The surgeons can or they don't need to use both of the holes, but how they like. You can move it like that, closer. They can clamp it even. The clamps. Okay. Again, create fibula screw. Grab like, let's see, grab like here. Up, grab X, up like that. Okay. One should be. Let's see. Do we have? Okay. But cutting plane is further more proximal, so we don't have to be too scared. Okay, so I think now we are finished. This looks nice. After that, you can do a little bit of modeling. You can uh, make it even so you don't have the gaps for easier printing, or you can print it like that. Since we don't have in-hospital 3D printer, but we use outsource company, I tend to be more precise so we don't have a loss of too much material. So let's do like that. Okay, I think I'm satisfied for this design. Okay, now you export it, STL, you choose your folder, let's say since in the beginning we scaled it down, now we have to scale it back up, so you put it scale Then, okay, apply modifiers, it's on, so, okay, export. Okay, once you're happy with your design and looks of the fibula guide, you go to File, Export, STL, you name your STL, let's say fibula guide, okay, press the selection only. Since in the beginning we scaled it 10 times down, now you have to scale it 10 times up, and it will be turned on, but apply modifiers and export it. Once you saved the fibula guide, you perform the same for the mandible guides. Now choose mandible guides, FFF Gen, and create. Okay, so again, we have our plane. You don't touch your plane. You have to position only this part. Scale it a little bit up. Scale Z. Not too much. Scale Z. Something like that. Grab Z again. Okay. We have to grab Z. Z. Grab Z. Grab Z. Z. Because of the plane. Grab Z. Z. Oh. Again, grab Z. Z. Okay. Grab X. Okay. X. Yes, I forgot that there is the mental foramina, and okay, you can repair it later on, just delete those facets and everything will be okay. So let's see, grab that, everything like that. Okay, that. Again, grab ZZ. Oh, I didn't mention, but when you perform the fibula guides, you can move your planes a little bit distally because of the space of the. So in this case, I will have to move the plane a little bit to mental process, just not to have a wide gap. So grab epsilon, epsilon, like that. But usually I perform that on the fibula. Still, we are proximal to the mental process as we talked earlier. Okay, so mark scale x up, scale epsilon all up, scale just grab. Okay, okay, mark, grab, grab. Okay, we want to leave grab everything like that and grab. Okay, because we will need to put the screws. Okay, rotate. Sorry, everything. You need to rotate everything. Grab it like that. Now it looks better. It looks good. Okay. Up. Again, grab that. Hop. Hop. Grab that. Like that. Okay. Let's see. Grab that. Again, you need to have space for the grabs. You need to have space for the saw. Okay. Yes, this looks nice. This looks nice. Okay, same for the that one. Grab that up. Again, grab that Z in the plane so we don't lose our alignment. Again, you can move it a little bit to the mental process. Again, I don't recommend this to perform this step. You have to do a little bit in the fibula process. Okay, so go to the next step, create mandibular guide. Okay, I will do a little bit of scale grab and so we have more Okay, now you can position, grab it like here. Again, one more here just to be okay. And you press and screw, grab it like okay, grab here. Again, two holes just in case. Okay, if you're satisfied, you can place joint mandible guides. Again, it doesn't look perfect, but like that. Now you can perform a little bit of 3D modeling. I said that I like to make it look a little bit okay. Okay, so I'll do. Let's do this. Let's divide it into segments. Okay. Okay, and this should be it. If you like the design, you can make this edge a little bit like rounder. Okay, same as these two. Okay, I'm satisfied as this looks. Later on, I will just make a plain cut so it could be print more easier. And this should be it. Okay, let's see. No, 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 no. Okay, this should be okay. So I put the screw holes in the part that will be excised out, just in case that, well, not to damage the healthy bone. So I'm satisfied how this mandible guide looks. So again, you go to export, STL. Let's write okay, the name. Again, scale 10, selection only, export STL. And this should be it.
This picture shows a 3D printed mandible guide and how it perfectly fits to the native mandible. It was printed on Stratasys Subject 30 using a Veroglaze 620 biocompatible polymer. And the next picture is showing the perfect fitting of the uh, graft fragments to the native bone and the pre-banded surgical plate and that holds the fragments into place. I hope that you liked the video. If you did, stay tuned for more. I decided to record more cases from the beginning, from the segmentation and all the process of cutting guides generation up to the surgery. Thank you for watching and bye bye.